And howdy again, Mountaineers. Welcome back to the Schreiner Coaches Show. It's Wednesday. That means we're at our usual place, Ringo's on the River, right here in Kerrville. You know where it is. It's on Junction Highway, and they will have the Dollar Wings until 8 o'clock tonight. We'll be here for an hour, and we'll be talking to a lot of different Schreiner Mountaineer coaches, leading off with Keith Allen, the football coach. Volleyball is playing right now in Seguin against Texas Lutheran. We'll update you on the score. Now, they've lost the first two sets, so they've got to win that third set to stay alive. Volleyball has some big home games this weekend. Halloween night against St. Thomas at the Event Center, and then Saturday afternoon against Colorado College as we head toward the conference tournament, which we played on November 14th and 15th right here in Kerrville, hosted by Schreiner University. We will talk to the women's soccer coach, Damian Macias. That'll be coming up in just a bit. We'll also talk to Harlie Gallaspy of the volleyball team. We talked to her earlier in the week. So we're ready to go, and those of you watching in the Lion's Den, thank you. And those of you watching on SchreinerMountaineers.com and YouTube, thank you for tuning in. We will be here next Wednesday as well. So, Keith Allen, you're going to have a game this coming weekend, Saturday in Round Rock against Texas Community Christian.
Yes.
That'll be at 6 p.m. What was practice like today when it feels like fall in Kerrville finally?
Well, we saw a lot of guys with some sweatpants on. We did not do a very good job as a coaching staff of our setting the standard for what we could wear. Usually it's black shorts and the maroon undershirt and then the jersey. So today we saw some gray sweatshirts and some black sweatshirts. So we'll address that, but it was new for some of those kids to practice. It was a little more windy and a little cooler than usual, but it's football weather, and this is what we tell our kids is all weather is Mountaineer weather. So
yeah, you practice pretty much. Well, you start in 100 degrees in August, right, and then 90 degrees stays on until about now.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, one of those blue northers come in, and you have a day where we're struggling to get to 60.
Right.
But I think that'd be fun to play in.
No, it's got to be. But here's the other thing we got to make sure is to get where we want to go, guess what? We're going to have to play in cold weather because playoffs go through December, and January now. So we've got to make sure we're ready for those things because that's what we got to prepare ourselves for. And that's not to play the game, but to make a run in the playoffs. And that's what your mindset's got to be. So that's what we tell them, the weather's always favors the Mountaineers. That can never be a factor. So.
A lot of people went to Belton this past weekend. I don't know if you went to look at what Mary Hardin Baylor does, but they've set a pretty high standard for
absolutely.
For excellence.
This is what I said. We're Division III, but they have the best FCS setup in the state of Texas. So that's where they're at. They're a Division I type program.
Yeah.
With their facilities and the way their operations work, and that's what we want to just see what the best looks like. You're in a conference. You want to know what the best looks like. You want to know what the next best looks like, so you can kind of gauge where can we move, how fast can we move, can we get there as a university. And, so this weekend, Dr. McCormick, his wife, our marketing department, me, and our alumni relations and our development office were all there to see how we were treated, to see how they run their game day operations. And it's eye-opening for a lot of people that haven't been around the game of college football, especially running it at a high level of all the little nuts and bolts and all the little pieces it takes to run a program.
Now, you've been out in the community. I know last time we talked you were going to Nimitz Elementary School. Do you got another one planned?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to Starkey on Halloween.
On Halloween, okay.
So we just delivered them their shirts. So now, just like I promised when I got hired, all 2,050 elementary kids in Kerrville have Schreiner T-shirts.
All 2,050.
Yep. Wow. We've given out 2,050 T-shirts, so they've all.
How about that? That's, you're the T-shirt king.
Hey, that's what you got to do. You've got to get these kids. I don't like to use brainwash, but we got to develop our fan base at an early age.
No, you got to have it's called branding merchandise, right? Your brand is out there.
Right, and they need to know who we are. And the easiest way in a town to get recognition, give away shirts, because guess what those people are going to do? They're going to wear shirts in community.
Yeah.
So I know this, our baseball coach, his daughter goes to one of the elementaries, And so they had church service Wednesday night, youth service.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Coach, there were maroon little Monty T-shirts all over the place Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
Yeah. Are you a big Halloween guy? Did you like to dress up? And
As a kid, not as much, but when my son was little,
yeah.
I have the Robin costume. He wanted to be Batman, so I was Robin. We dressed up as a family as the Incredibles.
Yeah.
I was Darth Vader. He was Yoda.
Oh, you were Darth Vader?
Oh,
Could
yeah.
you do the James Earl Jones voice?
I did not. I just
That was a little too deep for anybody.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. But so, once my son was into Halloween, I dressed up all the time. I'm going to do whatever it is to support my family and my son. And in high school, here's one thing that I found out: a lot of teachers would be embarrassed to dress up for Halloween. I would dress up all the time for Halloween. For homecoming, I would dress up. I even have for Christmas, I have a Santa Claus suit that I'll wear.
Okay.
I have a Grinch costume that stole Santa. So I would dress up at the schools I would work at as a teacher, and I'd be the Grinch one day, full costume, mask and all. And then the next day I'd be Santa Claus for the elementary kids.
Okay.
So
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh yeah. So it was a lot of fun, but it's one of those deals, like I got pied in the face here not too long ago for some fundraiser.
Okay.
And I'm just a believer, if you're going to buy into the community, you just can't be worried about wearing a costume or getting pied in the face. You got to do what you need to do.
How about a dunk tank? You ever been on
I've been on a dunk tank, yeah. That was a big fundraiser in Florida, and the weather was always nice, so it was never a problem being in the dunk tank. And, I'll never forget, true story. So I was teaching math, and so there's a calculus teacher, and there's me. So the calculus teacher gets up there in the dunk tank for an hour. Calculus students are throwing the balls. They're not hitting a thing. The second I get up there, the football players, the baseball players, the softball players, they all tee off on me, and I'm just getting dunked nonstop. So it was definitely a different clientele throwing at the different teachers.
Math students can't pitch, is what you're saying.
The high Calc AB students were not very good at hitting the target.
Keith Allen, football coach here at Schreiner. Varsity schedule beginning next year. And in September of next year, the first home game will be against Austin College at Antler Stadium, so we're all looking forward to that. Absolutely. Your final game of the year will be November 10th on a Monday, and you will travel to Hardin-Simmons to play their developmental JV team, and they're pretty good at that level. Even their JV team is pretty good. Right. So they just beat Mary Hardin-Baylor. Up until last Monday, Mary Hardin-Baylor's JV team, only team they lost to was us. Mm-hmm. In fact, the president and the board of trustees president let me know that when we visited Belton this past weekend, that we were the only team to beat their JV team at that time. So that's good to know. You like to ask a lot of questions, and last time we were here, you were sitting in that booth right there. Yes, sir. And during one of the breaks, I went over there, and you were peppering people with a lot of questions about favorite movies and that kind of thing. Right, absolutely. So we're going to do that for a few moments. That will be fun. All right, let's start with the best football movie you've ever seen. It's really between two. The older people, I love the program because it talked about the recruiting aspect of it. Okay. But Remember the Titans is probably got to be the best football movie out there. With Denzel Washington? With Denzel Washington. Yeah. So absolutely one of my all-time favorite movies. This takes me way back. Right. So this is going to date me. But the original Longest Yard. With Burt Reynolds, with right? Burt Reynolds. Yeah. Not the one with Adam Sandler. The one with Burt Reynolds, and of course what it is he's in prison, but he was a former football player, and they have a game against the Guards. The Guards had real NFL players. Right. Ray Nitschke of the Green Bay Packers was on there, and they're supposed to lose the game because it was fixed. Right. But Burt Reynolds won't let that happen, and they win the game. That was a great football movie. Those, the underdog type movies, especially when you have NFL players actually doing it. Those are the fun movies to watch. But the Blind Side was really good. Blind Side's very good. Facing the Giants is a great one. You mentioned one that I remember, and this will date both of us, but North Dallas 40, which was a book written by Pete Gent, right, who was a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was about the Dallas Cowboys. Right, from the 60s. And apparently the Dallas Cowboys have always been kind of wild off the field. No, that movie, I believe we talked about earlier, I read the book at a fairly young age because my granddad, like I told you, had season tickets to the Cowboys, so anytime we could go to Dallas, we would. And
read the book, so the movie was out, and I watched the movie, and I was probably a little too young to understand the whole context of the entire movie, but it's a great movie, and you get to see it was Nick Nolte, right, or somebody who was all beat
Nick
up.
Nolte and Mac Davis.
Yeah, somebody acted all with their knees all banged up. And, going through it, but.
All right, best baseball movie, because I think there are more good
so
baseball
many.
movies than any other genre.
So many. Honestly, you could say just best Kevin Costner baseball movie, to be
Bull
honest.
Durham.
Yeah, Bull Durham,
Field of Dreams.
But the best movie of all time, and you're wrong if you don't agree with me, is For the Love of the Game.
Okay.
You have not seen For the Love of the Game?
I probably have, but I can't remember.
Oh my gosh, Kevin Costner was the pitcher.
Okay.
Pitching a perfect game.
Yeah.
And through the entire game, it was flashbacks of his entire career.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I tear up when I watch that movie every time. It's amazing.
I tear up in Field of Dreams when he has a catch with his dad.
Right, absolutely. I didn't know when I was younger because that wasn't my life. That wasn't part of me. But now that I'm older, absolutely.
But you think of Field of Dreams, The Natural, League of Their Own was fantastic. 42, the Jackie Robinson story.
Right.
Pride of the Yankees with.
You're getting older.
I'm getting older. Bull Durham, Moneyball.
Moneyball's a great one.
61, about the year that Roger Maris hit 61
Trouble with
homers.
the Curve with Clint Eastwood as a scout.
That's the bad news. The original Bad News Bears.
The original Bad News Bears.
with Mr. Buttermaker is with
Walter
Walter Matthau.
Matthau
Popping a Coors in the dugout.
Absolutely, and getting sponsored by the Bells Bondsman.
Chico's bail bonds. Let freedom ring.
Oh my goodness,
that was funny. 8 men out, Major League. There's so many.
8 men out, Major League, all the Major League franchise. Don't forget Angels in the Outfield.
Yes. Yeah.
The Rookie.
Yep.
And I don't remember the name of the one where the little kid hurt his arm and became a Major League pitcher.
Oh, with the Cubs?
Yeah.
I can't remember that one either. There haven't been many great basketball movies, and I was in basketball for a long time. Everybody thinks of Hoosiers.
Hoosiers, Mr. Carter.
White Men Can't Jump.
White Men Can't Jump. You consider that a basketball movie.
Glory Road.
Glory Road's a great movie.
Yeah, that's about the Texas Western team that came out of nowhere to win the championship, and that was a historic game because they were playing Kentucky.
Right.
And it was the first time that 5 African American players had started against 5 white Kentucky players. This was 1966, and they won the championship that year.
Well, that, and so you go look at some other basketball movies. You get the whole Space Jam connections. Don't forget that.
How about the Golden Retriever movies?
Yeah.
Air Bud or whatever that was.
Yeah.
I like the Blue Chips.
Blue Chips, if you get into it and you actually watch the movie, the recruiting aspect of it's so realistic.
Yes, it's so slimy.
Maybe not nowadays. Maybe with NIL it's totally different. But back in the 80s and 90s, that's what I liked about the program of Blue Chips. There was some. And don't forget Johnny Be Good, football movie.
Now you came up with a movie you came up with a soccer movie.
Oh yeah. So
and I didn't even know about this one.
No, it's from the 80s. So when I go around trying to find out best movies, sport movies, that's a tough one, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, Bend It Like Beckman's a good one.
I think Miracle. About the hockey team in 1980. Great.
So, but for soccer, there's 2, and I didn't even tell you about the first one, but Manny's Orphans is about a guy who takes over a bunch of orphans, and they win a soccer tournament.
Okay.
But the cool historical one is called Victory. Sylvester Stallone's the star in it, and it's about Allied prisoners of wars forming a soccer team, and they're playing in this thing, they're playing in a league or whatever, and they're playing the German Nazis. And they were told, if the Nazis win, we'll let you guys go. And they ended up choosing not to lose and beat the Nazis.
Okay.
Kind of like Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
Said, you know what, we don't care. We're gonna do it the right way.
You know what this reminds me of? I was talking to you before the show. When I was in Milwaukee and I was doing Bucks games, I was also doing a radio talk show because I liked the second paycheck. That was really why I did it. But I did a show from noon to 3. Every day on an FM station, but we did shows during COVID.
Right.
So that year, the NBA shut down in March. Everything shut down in March. Yeah. And we had no sports until July, basically.
So you had to fill up
every day. Every day we had 3 hours to fill, and we had to do it 5 days a week, 15 hours a week.
Wow.
And we did a lot of stuff like this. You had to get creative.
But if you think about the movies, you could go on and on and on. Miracle for Hockey, you know, I don't remember the King, if it's called King, but the tennis movie about Serena and whatever.
Venus,
yeah.
Venus, yeah.
So there's a ton of movies. They're like, if you have to go look deep, but for volleyball and softball, there's movies. But you gotta dig deep. If you gotta go get the Up Network subscription, that's faith-based and it has a lot of good movies.
All right, Coach, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Good luck on your game Saturday.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Try to stay
It'll be a
undefeated.
lot of fun.
We're going to talk to one of your assistant coaches. We're going to talk to a couple of your players, the twins.
The twins.
The Jones twins.
Absolutely. You got to figure them out who's who.
Well, you told me one had a broken hand.
Yeah.
I think I can get that one. All right, can we check in with what volleyball is doing? Are they still going, Jared? Can we do that before we, Oh, they're into the fourth set. There we go, right there. The Mountaineers were down 2 sets, but they won the 3rd set, and they're about to go to the 4th set, so we hope they have a comeback. If they win tonight, this will be their 20th win, which will match the all-time school record for wins in a season, and then they'll be playing 2 games this weekend. So we're back after this on the Schreiner Sports Network.
With the explosion of the Texas wine industry, we at Schreiner University decided to do something about it. So we started a viticulture program called Vinos dos Colinas. With Vinos dos Colinas, we're providing an education basis around farming and viticulture sciences to allow you to advance your career in the world of grape growing. We're focusing on the practical skills needed to be a vineyard operator. So you'll learn things like irrigation, tractor maintenance, tractor operation, spraying, all the things that you need to know to operate and be a great labor force for the vineyard industry in Texas. At Schreiner University, we fully believe and are committed to helping people find careers and great opportunities.
Welcome back to Ringo's on the river here on Junction Highway. This is the Schreiner Mountaineers coaching show. We do this every Wednesday during the football season, so if you can't make it here tonight, come on out next Wednesday. We'll be here again from 7 until 8 o'clock. They've got dollar wings. They got cold drinks, lots of cold drinks here, good food. So come on out and join us. Shane Hallmark has joined us. He is the defensive coordinator for the Mountaineer football team. Undefeated so far. When you guys started, could you have expected this? Has this gone better than you thought it would at the first?
I really didn't know what to expect. I knew that, we were going to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but we thought we'd win some games. We really did. And we didn't know, you never really know how the kids are going to respond, and they've responded real well, and it's been fun to coach. And, we spend a lot of time with them. We coach them hard. So I'm to the point now where we expect to win. So
your offense is averaging over 40 points per game. Defense looked like they started slow in terms of giving up points, but you've been winning the turnover game. So what have you seen from your defense?
Well, I'm very happy with them. I mean, we've only given up over 100-yard rushing in one game.
Okay.
So I think that's the measure of good defense if you can stop the run. We've given up some big plays. That's not satisfying to me sometimes, but our rushing statistics are good and our takeaways have been good. And we were up 28-0 last week, at the first half. So it's not like we're getting ran through. We're playing a lot of kids. We're getting to play a lot of kids in the second half that they're developing valuable experience on the field. So we're not having to play our starters the whole game. So
Shane Hallmark, defensive coordinator for the Mountaineers, is with us here on the Coaches Show. You mentioned you haven't given up 100 yards rushing. What is the average yard per carry for your defense?
It's less than 3 yards.
So that's, you try to get 4 yards per carry.
Yeah.
And if you can keep them under 3, that's a heck of a job.
Yeah, we stress that in practice every day. First down's 3 yards or less. We want to live in second and long. My whole philosophy is if I can dictate when they're going to throw the ball, and I know they're going to throw the ball, I have a huge advantage, and that's what we try to do as a defense.
What's been the strongest part of your defense? Has it been the defensive line?
Our defensive line is very, very good. They're very well coached. Coach Biggers does a great job, and they're very athletic. They get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We get a lot of quarterback hurries, a lot of sacks, a lot of negative plays. We create a lot of negative plays with those guys. And our linebackers are getting better, and our secondary is getting better. Our safeties, we really like our safeties. So we're getting good balanced play right now, and we have several kids that can play. We don't just have 11 guys, so we have a little bench there that we're developing, and having these off weeks helps us develop those guys too.
Well, in terms of what you're doing, I know one of the goals that you guys set at the beginning of the year was by the end of this developmental season, you would have a core group of guys that you knew you could count on going into next season when you have varsity play. It seems you've done that, have you?
I feel like we have. Coaches and I met today watching film, and we said, I really feel good about, our 18 or 20 core guys that we feel they're committed, they bought into what we're doing. And winning helps, as long as you're winning, that helps, and because they're getting to play. We're getting to play a lot of kids. But the kids are very coachable, and I can't really explain. I've been coaching a long time, but these kids really enjoy football, which I think in Division III ball you have to. There's no bells and whistles there. You got to play for the love of the game. They come to practice every day. They go through their drill work hard. They're not lazy. So yeah, they really responded well.
I asked Keith Allen this a minute ago. It's finally fall-like weather here.
Yeah, it felt good today.
I don't know, doesn't it?
I'll tell you, I came home last night, my wife goes, I bet you had a great time today. I said, I did. I sprung around there like a young buck in that cool weather. So it felt good. The kids had a lot of energy today, and because they're tired, we're practicing a lot. So.
And when you practice and it's 90 degrees every day, there's a grind there, isn't there?
It is a grind, but I tell you, it has been a mild, late summer and early fall. Coming from Houston without all the humidity, it's great to me any day out there. So, but yeah, we're really blessed with this weather. It's rare we get football weather this early in the year, so we're going to take advantage of it.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a ball. I'm having a blast. I love going to work every day. The highlight of my day is when they come down at 3 o'clock and we get to have our meetings and things. So I feel revitalized, and I'm just having a blast. Just
to kind of repeat your story, you were going to retire after a long, successful high school coaching career.
I was, yeah.
And all of a sudden, opportunity presented itself, and here you are, unretired.
Yeah, unretired, and my wife's coaching here at Hal Peterson. She's getting to coach volleyball again and basketball. She had to give that up when we had our boys because I was football, she was volleyball. Those seasons coincide, so she sacrificed a lot for my career, and she's getting to coach again, and she's having a ball. She had a great year in volleyball, and I think in a month she's going to start basketball, so it's all good.
Yeah, settled in here in Kerrville nicely. And
Yeah. My boys are at Schreiner. John is a student coach for me in the aviation program. Jimmy's in the medical program there, so we're just loving Kerrville. We're just we're very blessed.
We had the head of the aviation program on, Carl Davis. And I don't think people realize that if you want to learn to fly a plane, you can come to Kerrville.
Yeah, my son went up in the air yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah,
Did you go up with him?
No. I don't trust him driving. I'm not going to get a plane with him. But I think he's got 9 or 10 hours so far. And he was excited last night. He got to actually take control of the plane and do some turns and things like that.
Now, at some point when he learns how to land, are you going to go up with him?
I will. I'll go up with him. But they didn't go up. He was supposed to go up today, but it was just too windy. They didn't let him go up. So, I was glad.
Oh, Coach, thanks. Thanks for coming by.
You bet. I appreciate it.
We're going to talk to a couple of your players.
Oh, that's great.
Coming up. And then later, Damian Macias, the women's soccer coach. They're having a successful season. He'll be talking to us. And then Harlie Gallaspy of the volleyball team will be here. We recorded an interview with her yesterday. They're playing right now. So we're going to take a break, get an update on how they're doing. They're in the fourth set, playing right now in Seguin. Shane Hallmark, the defensive coordinator, has been with us. I'm Ted Davis, back after this on the Schreiner Sports Network.
Here at Schreiner, we offer 4 different nursing programs. And we have our VN program, Vocational Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, RN to BSN online program, as well as our new Master's in Family Nurse Practitioner track program. We offer small class sizes. In the classroom itself, you'll never have more than 30 students. Here in the sim lab, we always have 1 instructor to 10 students, at least 1 instructor to 10 students, where those instructors are able to build relationships and cater to the unique needs of the students. We have a lot of hands-on practice here in the skills lab. This allows our students to feel more comfortable when they're entering the clinical setting and performing these skills on actual patients.
All right, we're back at the coaches show here at Ringo's. They're in the fourth set right now. Let's see how they're doing. It's 10-8 right now, TOU. We'll watch a little bit of this. Again, they lost the first two sets. They won the third. So they've got to win this set to stay alive, and TOU serving with a 3-point lead. Oh, that was good timing. That was one of the longest volleys, maybe of the entire night. So, all right, 11-9. We'll come back here. We're joined by the Jones twins. We got Cade in the blue, Carson in the gray, and I was told I could tell the difference between you two because you've got a hand injury. What happened to your hand?
So I tore a couple tendons in my thumb during fall camp, and played with it for 6 weeks, and it just wasn't getting any better. So finally had to put a cast on it and start the recovery process.
Well, you're Tivy Antlers. Mm-hmm. You played at Kerrville Tivy for your dad, David Jones, who's now the offensive coordinator with the Schreiner Mountaineers. So initially you were thinking about going to another college.
Yes, sir.
But then you decided to come back and play for your dad. What was that process like?
Yeah, so it was, we're committed to Hardin-Simmons, and the timing, it kind of just worked out. Our dad got this job, and so we decided that it would be best to stay in Kerrville and go to Schreiner and start something new.
So when you, was it a package deal? I mean, you both were going to go to the same place?
Yes, sir, pretty much. I think for me personally, family is above football, and I think the opportunity was too good to pass up, and if we didn't take it, I think in the future we would have regretted it. So,
what was your favorite memory of your time at Tivy? You had some good wins.
Making the playoffs senior year, that was a fun experience, but I think for sure our junior year we beat Liberty Hill, and that was a super big win for us. Liberty Hill, you know, they go to state championships and really competitive school. So that whole week we had a game plan put together and we executed it perfectly, and that win was pretty special.
What's it like playing for your dad?
It's pretty cool. It's an opportunity that not everybody gets. So to be able to do that and then continue that here at Schreiner, it's a blessing. We definitely don't take it for granted. You know, these are times that we'll get forever. We'll have this memory for as long as we live, and so it's just cool to have this opportunity.
Now, are you guys living in the dorm or are you living at home?
We live in the dorm. We go home for laundry and stuff, so we
short trip.
Yeah, short trip. But yeah, we hang out at home on the weekends, but during the week we're in the dorm.
Cade, what's it like to be out of the house and in the dorm?
It's good. It's different. On the weekends, we do still go home and kind of lay around and watch college football and NFL, but during the week, we're pretty much on campus all the time, and I think it's good to get away from home.
Is there a big difference speed-wise from high school to even the level you're playing on now?
I think so, for sure. I think football is all relative at each level. You know, high school's fast, but then you get to college, the guys you're playing against, they're faster, but also the guys you're playing with are faster as well. So I think it's all relative based on where you're at, but for sure, it's faster.
Any surprise that you haven't lost a game yet? You've still got 2 to go, but you've been winning.
Honestly, I'm not surprised with it. I mean, we're there each week in fall camp, and we know the work we put in. We know the work our coaches are putting in and the time we're spending watching film, going through the game plan, running through any possible scenario. So I'm not surprised with where we're at.
What's it like we'll ask Carson this, what's it like to be part of the ground floor of something that hasn't happened for a long, long time? They haven't had a football program at Schreiner since 1957. That's a long, long time ago. Yeah. So what's it like to be the first in almost 70 years?
It's pretty cool. I mean, that's one of the big reasons why we have 100-something kids on the team. It's an opportunity that not a lot of people get. I mean, we're building for the future. You know, this is something like 20, 30 years from now, we'll be able to look back and know that we're some of the ones that started that. And it's just cool to start something from the ground up and see it grow throughout the years.
What are you majoring in?
Exercise science.
Okay, and you?
Yes, sir. Exercise science as well.
What's your plan for that?
So I want to do exercise science. I'm going to minor in education, and then hopefully in 4 years, my plan is to go be a GA at a college football program, and then from there try and get through a door to explore coaching, either in college or high school. I'm not completely sure yet.
So the coaching bug got you too, huh?
It did.
How about you,
Yes, sir.
Carson?
Same thing here.
Yeah.
Just kind of been in the family, so just want to carry that on.
Well, you've seen the time you have to put in to do that.
Yeah.
And then you see the fact that the losses are tougher to forget than the wins are to remember. So, but congratulations. And
Thank you.
good luck to both of you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Carson and Kay Jones, David Jones's sons, twins, and he is the offensive coordinator, former coach at Tybee. Very experienced staff that Keith Allen has put together in terms of the head coach, offensive coordinator David Jones, defensive coordinator Shane Hallmark, longtime high school coaching careers for both. We'll take a break. We'll check in on the volleyball when we come back. We'll also talk to Damian Macias, the women's soccer coach, coming up next right here at SchreinerSports.com.
Let me tell you, here at Schreiner, one of the things we bring to the table are those smaller classrooms, the ability for the professors and the instructors to get to know you personally, understand how you learn, and work with you to get you through these programs and make you a professional. One of the things I tell every freshman class is airlines do not hire co-pilots. They do not hire pilots. They hire future captains. And that's what we strive to do here at Schreiner, is arm you with the capabilities to go out someday and be the captain of an airliner, the captain of a corporate jet, ready to make the tough decisions and lead your flight to a safe conclusion every time.
All right, this is the fourth set. 18-14 right now. TOU is up 4 in a must-win set for the Mountaineers. We'll watch a couple of points here and see what they do. Mountaineers are serving.
Gamboa to it, pushed outside, done. Into the block. Pushed right side, done. Ooh.
Yep. It's a very important game for TOU.
And that one so close for done there.
As one of the top 16.
To not get it, so Palomares will serve again. Will float it at Guerra. Bulldogs push outside, done. Into the block. Gamboa Bulldogs looking other side, and Solis will be long. So we will see a Bulldog timeout. They will talk things over here. Bulldogs still ahead, 18-16.
Timeout, so we'll come back. Damian Macias, women's soccer coach, is with us. Thank you for joining me. Your team has put together a 5-8-2 record so far this season. Have you seen improvement this season from your team?
Oh, yeah. I think that the group has come together and we're playing, in my mind, a much better brand of soccer and being able to, you know, keep a ball, possess a ball, defend really well, and get gritty. And I can appreciate that growth.
3-5-1 in conference play, and you have your final game this weekend.
Correct.
At McMurray. How are you standing in terms of the conference tournament?
Kind of on the outside looking in. We have dropped a few points in some tight matches and kind of set ourselves up for having to step up and put it all out there this Saturday. And at the same time, we might need a favor from a few folks.
Damian Macias is the women's soccer coach here at Schreiner. Tell us about your journey here. What brought you to Kerrville?
Honestly, it's us coming home. I mean, I think years ago, went to UTSA, got married, started a family, started coaching in the community, and actually Schreiner was my very first college coaching assignment or opportunity as an assistant David Hoffman. He left and went to the University of Dallas in, I guess, 01 or so. And at that point, I moved on to Incarnate Word. And I stayed there for 4 years on the guys' side. And then at the same time, my wife had joined the military. And we made a family life decision to kind of follow her career. Benefits, progression is a little bit better and more well-defined. And then we went abroad for 10 years, came back to the States, and I just kind of jumped back into it, continued coaching, and then rebuilt my own resume and got on at UND, and then went to Missouri Western, and then Montana, and then back to UND, and on and on and on. But there, towards the back end, before we got here, our kids had come to school here in Texas at A&M, and so on and so forth. But so we'd visit quite often and come back, and we just got to the point where we'd come back, intermittently, 6-8 month intervals, and so on and so forth. But when you do that, you can recognize differences that you don't see when you're there every day.
Yeah.
And it just, it was easy to see that my wife's parents were getting much older, much faster.
Yeah.
And we would do ourselves a favor by just being home. And so it was our opportunity to come home and get closer to family.
Now, you were born in Florida.
Say that one more time.
Were you born in Florida, Florida kid? Did you grow up in Florida?
Did I do?
Were you born in Florida?
I was born in Florida.
Okay, now your family was military, right?
Correct.
So you lived around the world. How many places did you live?
It's a good question. Born in Florida, and then across the states, New Mexico, twice, California, Nebraska, spent some time in Germany as a child, graduated from high school in England.
High school in England?
Correct.
Yeah. When you move like that, you have to make new friends quickly.
I had to.
Yeah. So how did you adjust to that? Because I went to the same school from the time I was in elementary school until I was out of high school. You're in a different school quite often.
Oh yeah, I probably spent more of my life moving every 2 or 3 years than I've done standing still.
But you also get good at making new friends quickly, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of the military life, right? You kind of adapt, adjust, find friends, and do things. My wife grew up in the same space, right? Childhood friends all the way through high school, and there's pros and cons to each. I'm not opposed to and not unwilling to go explore and take a flower and trust myself and go have fun.
Damian Macias has joined us, women's soccer coach. You high school in England. So did you play soccer in high school there?
Oh, of course. Yep, got to, and that's part of the joy of it, right? It's a world sport. So you kind of get to go play all over the place, and even professionally and older, right, at an older age, because my wife had joined the military and went back to moving around for another 20-something years. We spent 10 more years abroad, and I knew I'd be okay. I could professionally go on and coach in different countries and pursue coaching education courses in different languages and programs, and keep going, right, and continue to play, because it is what it is. Everybody's playing it.
World Cup is coming to the U.S. this next summer, correct, in 2026?
It should be, yeah.
What does that mean for soccer in America? I
mean, they had it here before, right, on the women's side, and I think they'll spread it between Mexico, the U.S., and Canada, and kind of share that. I think that soccer's always been from my recollection, not as a child, but professionally, having grown up and after, I guess, college and so on and so forth, it's probably the most played youth sport across the country and most involved. So it's always had that foothold, and every year, and more so probably by the women's national team than the men's, has grown a great deal and gotten a great deal of attention as well. So I think it continues to grow and gives people an opportunity to watch some very good players, very good teams, right there in person.
Are you going to make your way to see one of the games?
We will see. We will see.
When you sell Schreiner University to recruits, what do you tell them?
I tell them it's community to a fault, and we love our community, and it's a place where you can come, You can grow, you can focus on things that are important. You don't have to deal with the hubbub of a city,
right.
Large classrooms, large this, large that, right? And get connected with everybody. Like, everybody knows everybody, and if you don't, you have a common friend, you just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
But everybody's on board and invested in the same mission, which is to help you succeed.
Well, what is that? Enter with hope, leave with achievement. They say it right there on the gate, don't they?
It does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's got to be rewarding when you see your kids graduate, because this is what it's all about. They are student athletes when
Correct.
they come here. And so when they get that diploma, how does that make you feel?
Oh, I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like, I've not yet seen a freshman class go all the way through, right? But I was fortunate enough to build some good relationships when I did get here. And even last year, right, you get to watch that senior class graduate, and we had good relationships, and it was awesome, right?
Yeah.
And you even got like a Chloe Mills as valedictorian, and
Yeah.
representing our program and standing out in the community and on campus and so on and so forth. And, being able to be a part of that process is awesome.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming by. Good luck against McMurray. You'll be playing in Abilene this weekend
I appreciate it.
in your final game, and good to talk to you. Good to meet you.
All right, awesome.
All right, Damian Macias,
care.
women's soccer coach, has joined us. We'll get an update on the volleyball match, and we'll have Harlie Gallaspy coming up in just a moment right here on the Schreiner Sports Network. Here we go.
We will see Palomares from Monaco. 3 more up front for Lozano. Guerra on the serve.
They could win the set.
Go tight to the outside, and Hilliard. My goodness.
They take the third set to make it 2-1. The fourth set to make it 2-1. And it's 25-23, and they'll go to the must-win fourth set coming up. All right, we're going to take a break, and Harlie Gallaspy has twice this year been named Setter of the Week in the SCAC. She has kind of an underrated job. She's got to set it right up there for Gianna Hilliard or Jessie Garner or Lauren Monaco or Mackenzie Sturban or Ashlyn Wilburn to get the big money shot, the kill shot. But we'll talk to her, Harlie Gallaspy, junior from Corpus Christi, coming up next right here at the Schreiner Sports Network. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Coach's Show here from Ringo's. We are off-site now, and we are pre-recording an interview with Harlie Gallaspy of the Schreiner Mountaineer volleyball team. They're playing right now in Seguin against Texas Lutheran. We'll keep you posted on the score. But Harlie, thank you for coming over and joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited.
Junior from Corpus Christi, and big season for you guys so far. How fun has this been for you?
It's honestly been so fun this year. We thrive off of our energy and how fun we have, and that's just the best part.
And you seem to be having a lot of fun with this team.
Yes.
Is this a close team with a lot of camaraderie?
Yes, we are all very close. Of course, every team has their little cliques, but we all know how to bring it together when the time is right, and it's been just so much fun.
Now, last year, you had a lot of talent on the team, but it didn't come together the way it has this year. Has that experience that you had last year, has that carried over into this year, and what's been the biggest difference?
Yes, it has carried over. We noticed it in the fall last year, so in the spring, the returners got together, and we said, we're not going to want this to happen again, and we all fixed whatever we had going on, and it's just honestly carried over into this fall, and it's a huge difference on the court and off the court.
The other part of this is you're not really a heavily senior-laden team. You've got 4 seniors who do a lot.
Yes.
But in terms of what's coming back next year, you're going to be
you're going to have a lot of talent coming back next year, too, aren't you?
Yes, we are. My class will probably, hopefully, be the whole starting lineup next year.
Wow. Before you got here, the year before you got here, the Schreiner volleyball team won 4 games. Now you're at 19, and you've got a chance to go over 20, yes, which would be the best season in history. What's been the biggest difference, in your opinion?
I know Coach Tiffin got here 4 years ago, honestly, him a lot. And I think just the way that we've wanted to come back from not being the greatest program on campus and just wanting to become that has been the biggest difference.
Harlie Gallaspy is joining us. She is a setter on the volleyball team. What's the strength of your coach, you think, Jeremiah Tiffin?
He's very calm and relaxed in situations that we need him to be, but then whenever something's going on, he just tells us, it's up to y'all. And when he tells us that, we know, okay, yeah, it's our team and our team only. We're the only ones that can do something on the court, and we just come together and do that.
The morning practices, you practice in the morning?
Yes.
What time?
We practice at 6:30. We have to be there at 6.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I've talked to several volleyball players who say they like that. Do you? Are you a morning person?
I am a morning person. It's very early, but I do like it because it honestly gives me way more time in the afternoon to laundry, class stuff, study, and meet with professors if I need to. And honestly, I like that free time.
It's challenging to be a college student anyway because of the course load, the classes, the study, the test, the things you've got to get ready for. Being a student athlete in Division III, you are the epitome of a student athlete.
Yes.
You really have to budget your time. How have you been able to do that?
It makes it easier that I have all that time in the afternoons, but also just communicating with my professors and letting them know when I'll be gone. And at the beginning of the season, we were gone like 3 weekends in a row, and that was not easy. We were gone Thursday to Sunday, and that's 2 whole days of classes. And if we just let them know, and they give us the grace because that's how this school works, mostly athletes here.
Now, did you ride the bus to Arkansas?
No,
You flew?
We flew.
Okay, because sometimes you take these long bus rides. Yes. And is there a lot of studying going on the bus?
Yes. Anytime we take a bus somewhere, almost everyone has their computer and is working on homework.
Harlie Gallaspy is with us. What's been your favorite off the court or off the grid moment for your team this year?
For our team? Honestly, before like our games in our locker rooms, we all have these dance parties that are really fun and honestly help us get motivated for the game.
Michael, you should be in there to film that. Michael Bennett is the technician behind the camera now. You're a setter, and that's a unique position. Explain what a setter does.
So the setter, what I like to call it, is the quarterback of the volleyball team. We're supposed to adjust to the pass and then set up the hitters so that they could go get a kill.
Now, there's a lot of timing involved in that.
Yes.
You have to set it just right for the outside hitters or even the inside hitters to kill it, to spike it. How much do you work on that?
Every day. Every single day. Today we did we'll do connections. So like I'll set the hitters to work on the timing, and then other days it'll be into the setting hoop so that I'm just working on that constantly so that I can make sure I put the hitters in the best position to get a kill.
Okay, you've got Gianna Hilliard, who's one of the kill leaders, then Mackenzie Sturban, then Lauren Monaco, then Jessie Garner, and a freshman who's playing really well, Ashlyn Wilburn. So they're all different. Do you have to set differently for different hitters, or do you just basically put it up there and let them do it?
It is different for a lot of hitters. Like our outside hitters like the ball a little quicker because we aren't the tallest team in the conference, and if we can get the blockers away from them, then that's the best one. But Jessie can get up there, and I can just put it up there, and she can do whatever she wants. In the middle for Lauren and Riley, it's harder for them because it's a much shorter set, so it has to be perfectly timed and perfectly in the right spot.
Is there any difference? You've got 2 really good left-handed hitters in Garner and Wilburn.
Yes.
And then everybody else is right-handed.
Yes.
Is there a different setup for a lefty?
No, there isn't, but it's a lot easier. So, not every set can be perfect. If I do miss inside on the right side, they can come in and hit it and be just fine. Whereas like with the righty, they probably have to come in and tip it or free ball it because it's not as easy for them to get around it like this.
Yeah. So the glamour position is getting the kill, the spike.
Yes.
Okay. So you're kind of like, you're just set it up there, but it doesn't happen without you.
No, it doesn't.
And so that's part of the team thing. Have you ever wanted to get a kill? Have you ever wanted just to know what that felt like?
Yes, I have all the time. That's why I dump it sometimes, and sometimes it hits the ground, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, a little two-hand dump over
yes,
the.
Yes.
That can catch people by surprise, can't
yes,
it?
It can.
Because they think you're going to set it.
Yes.
And all of a sudden you just dink it right in the hole there,
yes.
the donut hole. That's fun. Where was your interest in volleyball? When did it begin?
So I started volleyball in around like 4th grade, about just like the YMCA leagues, and then. In high school, I wasn't a setter. I became a setter like my junior year of high school.
What position did you play in high school?
I was like a right side. I was a hitter.
Yeah.
And then I played middle back sometimes. So it was not even close to being a setter.
But at the college level, you have to have the height
yes.
to be, but the setter is perfect for you.
Yes, it was perfect. But I played all other sports, and I played basketball, and I did track. And honestly, volleyball was the one that was just way more like basketball. You can have one really great player and still be able to score points, but volleyball you can't. You have to have every single person doing their job.
What brought you to Schreiner? What led you to think, okay, this is where I want to study and this is where I want to play athletics?
I knew I wanted to go to a smaller school because I knew I wanted to play volleyball. I also have grandparents that live in Fredericksburg, so that's really nice for me. They're really close, and I really liked how Coach Tiffin was like keeping up with me and talking to me even though I wasn't committed yet. He called me all the time, asked me what I did that day or whatever, and I just liked that. It was very personable.
Harlie Gallaspy is with us, setter on the volleyball team. What's your major here?
My major is exercise science pre-professional.
Okay, so when you're done, and you've got another year, you've got your senior year coming up next year, what do you want to do?
I want to go to PT school.
To what now?
PT school, physical therapy.
Okay, physical therapy.
Yes.
Yeah, and treat injuries.
Yes.
You've been relatively injury-free, right?
I honestly always have.
Really?
Knock on wood, but yeah, I don't know. I've just never really dealt with them.
What have you liked most about being at Schreiner?
I like how small and just like tight-knit it is. It feels like your own little family everywhere. You see everyone you know all the time, no matter where you're at.
Yeah. You've got some big goals for this team, and they're out there for you. Yes. This weekend, I want to promote this. You've got 2 games that I think are going to go a long way to determining what seed you have in the tournament. You've got St. Thomas on Friday, and right now you're a game behind them in the gold division. And then you've got Colorado College next day on Saturday. So just please come out. You're fun to watch. Fill the place up. Take that home court advantage and finish the season strong. And you're going to have the conference tournament right here. What will that mean for you guys?
I honestly, just home court advantage in general, I am so excited. I hope that it fuels us to want to win because we've talked about it, we all want a ring. We all want to do this thing.
Yeah. And if you win that tournament, you get the automatic bid to the NCAA. That's the carrot at the end of the stick, isn't it? That's the thing.
No matter how far we make it, I'm just fine getting there.
Do you guys talk much about that, or is it just out there and everybody knows it?
We talk about it a lot. We talk about it, Coach Tiffin's, if we win conference tournament, we're on a plane the next week. Like, we're going to be playing.
Yeah.
But don't worry, like, you have Thanksgiving off, stuff like that. You know, we talk about it like it's a normal thing, but I think that's part of striving for that, if that makes sense.
That's another thing. When there's a break for most students, you guys don't have breaks, do you?
No, we don't.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's been fun talking to you.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching you play. I'll enjoy it for the rest of this year and next year, too, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
All right, Harlie Gallaspy has joined us, setter for the volleyball team. We're back after this on the Coaches Show right here at SchreinerMountaineers.com.
Oh, we are back. It's Ringo's, and Jared's going to try to get can you get the stream up? Okay, Jared Hyman's going to get the volleyball is in the 4th set. And the last I saw, the Mountaineers were up 8-5 in a set they have to win to force a 5th set. Mountaineers right now 19-5, 2 conference losses. So it's still 9-5. And the Mountaineers are serving. We're still trying to get the feedback. Well, we may not be able to do this, but I'll give you just a... Too bad you can't see this, because this is a heck of a volley going on here. All right, Mountaineers now up 10-5. And They're still working on it. I wish I could show you this. Here. You got the little screen going. We got like 2 more minutes here. I was hoping to see. Well, we'll be back here next Wednesday, and at that point we will have the games this weekend. I remind you, St. Thomas currently leading the gold division. Right now, 1 game ahead of the Mountaineers. Will be at the Event Center on Friday night, and then Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, they will play Colorado College. The final 2 home games of the season before the conference tournament. And the conference tournament will be on November 14th and 15th, hosted by Schreiner. Top 6 teams in the conference will have the volleyball tournament. And there'll be 4 games on Friday, championship game on Saturday. We're going to watch this just until, we'll take it up till 8 o'clock. We got about 3 more minutes. I'll commentate as best I can here. 12-6, Mountaineers up. Mountaineers are serving. That was Jenna Palmer-Raz. Oh, all right, 13-6. Surging are the Mountaineers. They lost the first 2 sets, remember. So they were down 0-2. Jenna Palmer-Raz leads the team in service aces. And she will serve again with the Mountaineers leading by 7. Oh my goodness, don't freeze up. Oh, there we go. All right, that was out of bounds off the Mountaineers. Got 2 more minutes until 8 o'clock, so we'll watch until then. Texas Lutheran serving. All right, still 7-point lead. Oh, it's 2-2. This is the 5th set. All right, that's right. This is match point right here. All right, but they've still got match point, and they're up 6. Yeah, it was 2-2. This is the 5th set, and 5th set is to 15. So this point right here, well, this is perfect timing. If they could win it right here, we could wrap up with a Mountaineer win. That's it. Mountaineers win. They were down 0-2. They come back to win in 5 sets. That's the 20th win. That ties the school record. That keeps their hopes of having one of the top 2 seeds in the conference tournament alive. And they will be playing St. Thomas, the best team in the conference, Friday night at the Event Center. It's Halloween night. Put on your costumes. Come on out. Fill up the Event Center, and let's bring them home to a victory. And well done. It's a good day to be a Mountaineer. Mountaineers win it in Texas Lutheran. Thanks to all the coaches who are here. My name is Ted Davis. See you next time at Ringo's next Wednesday right here on the Schreiner Sports Network.
Our men's golf team finished 10th in the nation this past season. We've had 5 women's wrestlers qualify for the national championship, which is great momentum for our athletic programs. All our programs are on our uptick, and it's going to be a great time to be a Mountaineer. We have over 450 student athletes in our athletic programs, 19 NCAA Division III sports, and 2 varsity programs. But we're adding to that menu with football, possibly women's swimming and women's flag football in the near future. One of the hallmarks of our athletic programs, we believe in the student-athlete model. We are student first. That is the most important aspect of your college education, and we believe athletics help supplement that. Our athletes are involved in all aspects of the college campus. What that means is they are true student athletes, and they build community by being involved in all aspects of the university through student government, mentors,